So guys, this is a Q&A from Main Hookup, and I am going to read the question and respond to them as I go. So the first question is, what question should I ask myself before becoming a salon owner? So before becoming a salon owner, I think the first question you should ask yourself is that really what I want? Because there is a lot of work, and when you become a salon owner, you can forget about a few things. You can no longer travel because you are building a brand, and you have to be really good at leadership. You have to be great with people to make sure that you can satisfy your client as well as your team working for you. So those are questions that you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself also if you have the financial freedom to really have your salon, because for the first years of having your own business, obviously it's going to be very difficult to meet the ends, because your business needs to pay for itself first before it can generate you an income for yourself. So if you have a partner or you have a family member that can support you through this time, it is great. And the other question you need to ask yourself before becoming a salon owner is the most important question, guys, is, can I do hair myself? This is a very, very important and key thing before launching your salon. You have to be sure that you have to make sure that you can do hair yourself. So the second question is it enough to have great technical skill and a modern salon image to build a sound reputation? No, it's not enough. I think the most important is your customer service and your customer journey and your technical skills. I think it's great to have a beautiful salon, but I think if you have a salon that is not that gorgeous, but you have a modest salon, but you're doing a very great customer service and also your skills are great, I think the customer will stick to you, and the customer will definitely come back to you at any time with question if they have anything to do. So customer is king. So if you are building a brand, you need to make sure you study what your target market is and what your customer are looking for. From the moment you know exactly what your customer wants, you are the queen. So let's continue. So the third question is, how important is it to have a business plan or vision for your salon? Oh, that's the most important thing. You cannot open a salon or launch a business without having a business plan. A business plan allows you to have a bigger vision in detail of your brand, like how are you gonna open the salon? Where are you gonna open it? How many people you need to start? What is going to be your marketing strategy to attract people into your shop? What are your financial? What is your P&L? P&L is your profit and loss. You need to do a profit and loss account over the following 3 years to come, just to understand that if your business can pay for itself. All those things are things you need to do and you need to have. So a business plan is key. Every single person out there thinking of having your own business, start with a business plan. Start to understand your clientele, start to identify your target market, which is very important, because by knowing your target market, you'll be able to target them properly and bring them into your shop. So it is very important to have a vision of what you're trying to create and to have a business plan. And the business plan must be very detailed on, okay, what is my concept? How am I gonna make money? Everything needs to be like very clear and sharp. So, is there a way to use complaint to really improve your business? I love client complaint, because client complaint means a lot to a business. Of course, there are complaints you don't like to see. Of course, if you go now on Mimi and Mina Google account, or you Google her, there are some complaints you're gonna see. You'll be like, okay, what happened in that salon? In a story, there is always two sides of the story, the way the client reacted or the way the stylist reacted. But I do believe that, client complaint is great, because it helps you to improve and make sure that you improve your service. It also helps you to think twice about the way you reacted at the time it happened. And so far, I think my client complaints have helped me to grow and helped me to understand, you know, what they were looking for and I didn't deliver at the time. So now when I have a client complaint, I always stay calm and I say to the client, I completely understand. I am really sorry. If we can do a refund, I automatically like do the refund. I really don't discuss it. But if I see that this is not something we can do, we have provided the service from A to Z, I will kindly just explain. If the client start going a little bit like crazy and start not being happy with the whole thing, I will just say, okay, no problem. You don't need to pay. Have a lovely day. But just avoid, you know, around other client creating like a drama. That wouldn't be good for your brand. So, should a salon owner focus more on being behind the chair or developing the staff? If they stop working behind the chair, does it show a lack of passion? This is a really nice question. I'm gonna say the question again, guys. Should a salon owner focus more on being behind the chair or developing their staff? If they stop working behind the chair, does it show a lack of passion? I think a salon owner should the first 2 years, be behind the chair, because by her working and recruiting new and young juniors, she can train them the way she wants the service to be done. After 2 years, if she has a great team in place and it's a great team that is able to provide the service to the clientele, she can then turn around and say, okay, I am gonna stay back of operation, because mostly it's operation, and then she can focus on other things, like for example on the finance or on the growth, on the marketing or on the PR. But I think the first 2 years of a business, 2 to 3 years of a business, is important for the business owner to be there and to know how to do the job. Then she can train her team to do exactly the way she wants it to be done. That is very important and key. And at the moment you stop being at the chair, it doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that the business is growing, so the owner also grow with the business. So at some point you can do other things. I love being around clients and I love what I'm doing. I've been doing and I'm still doing hair for 5 years because it's been difficult for me to find the right people that understand exactly what I'm creating, because what I've created so far is a bit rare in the market. So, who is responsible for salon growth? Should the owner supply a new client, or should the stylist be so responsible of growing their own client base? Initially, I thought the owner should be supplying clients, but now I do believe that the stylist should be bringing their own client base and building the client base with the business. Then they all grow together, because you decide as a stylist, when you're bringing and developing your own client base, you decide as a stylist to make as much money as you want, and the salon owner decide at that time to give you a little bit more freedom in creativity in your job. And I think it's a great collaboration, and I think this is the way forward, because more and more stylists want to do their own thing and they want to have their own business, and no one wants anymore to be told that you need to start at 10 and finish at 8. It doesn't happen anymore. Now people want to start whenever they want and finish whenever they want, so we should allow them to do that. And then, how important is it to have system in place that all stylists are accountable for their own success? Very important. Any business should have system in place to just make sure that the system in place is tracking every stylist and her performance, that allow the stylist to also grow. So that definitely, systems are so important in any business. Is it important for salon owners to be mentors to their staff? I think it's important for salon owner to empower the staff and to make the staff want to be them. Or I think it's important for salon owner to show the path. I think it's important for salon owner to also like, I don't know how to say, but it's important for someone that works for you, see what you do, see how hard you work, to want to take the example, because then you know that going forward it will completely work. So yes, I think I think that's it. So thank you, Main Hook. Main Hookup for all this questionnaire. It was lovely to speak about it. I'm sending you guys lots of kisses and can't wait to welcome you at Mimi and Mina.